Hello, this is Tanya from Mind, Body, and Soul Company, Bath and Beauty. And welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to share another Melt and Pour soap tutorial. It's going to be for a 2-layered soap. I call it my beach escape, and everyone can use a little beach escape. I know I could right now, but I'm going to get it in soap form today. So the first thing I'm going to do is melt 4 ounces of olive oil Melt and Pour soap. That's going to be for our water, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the soap all melted now. I did that in 30-second intervals. It took about 45 seconds total. And now that everything is melted, I'm going to go ahead and add in just some liquid soap colorant in a blue, because this portion, as I said, is going to be our water. So we'll do those few drops there and see what it looks like. Give it another stir. There we go. And it is a very pretty blue, you can see. And the fragrance we're going to put in this is Sea Salt by Brambleberry, just to keep that beach theme going. And this is going to be about the equivalent of 40 drops or so. And you'll be able to find the full recipe on my blog, mindbodyandsoulcompany.com. Okay, so get everything mixed in really well. Just like that. Okay. Alright, and now that I have that mixed together, we're going to go ahead and pour it into our mold. We're going to do 2 bars. So we're going to fill the bottom about halfway up in this mold. There we go. And then the top layer is going to be our sand layer, which we'll get that moving in just a moment here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some rubbing alcohol to get rid of the air bubbles. Then we'll let this set up for a little bit, and then once it starts to harden, we'll go ahead and start our next layer. So I'm just going to get some things ready and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that our soap has started to set up, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to melt, it's about 4 ounces of a goat's milk Melt and Pour. And then once we have everything melted, we're actually going to color this with brown sugar. It'll get a nice look of sand, so we'll use about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and then some more of our sea salt fragrance oil. So I'm going to go ahead, get this melted, and then we'll come back and get everything combined. All right, and we are back. We got our goat's milk Melt and Pour all melted, and I've allowed it to start to cool slightly. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and pour in our brown sugar. And then mix that up really well. It's going to give it a brown appearance, and it's going to look like sand at the beach. It's also nice to be using a natural colorant. See, it looks pretty much exactly like sand. So you got to give it a good stir. Make sure you get it all incorporated. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add in my sea salt fragrance oil by Brambleberry again. Yeah, that looks pretty good and mixed up. And then we're just going to check the temperature here. Since this is a layered soap, we do want to make sure that we let this cool down enough where it's not going to go through the olive oil layer. So we're at about 140 now, so I would like it to get a little lower before we pour. It does take a little longer for it to cool off when you do it in a glass container. We're at about 130 there. Looks like I got a little bit of oil left in there. There we go. That's looking good. All right, let's check the temperature again. Okay, 130. I'm gonna let this cool a little more, and then we'll come back and pour it on top. All right, so our soap has come down to a good temperature, and our other layer is firm, so we're gonna be good there. So our next step is just to take some rubbing alcohol and spray it on the top. That way the layers will stick together. You do have to spray it kind of liberally. Okay. I'm going to give it one more stir here. Now it is a little bit starting to be thicker now, since we are did add in that brown sugar, but we are in a good spot to go ahead and pour. Okay. And just gently pour it on top there. Just like that. Come over and do this one. Gently pour it on top. Make sure we get it all filled in there. There. It's getting a little messy on me, but that's all right. Okay. Just set that to the side. Give this a little tap. Smooth that out some. I'm gonna real quick grab a spatula. All right, so I got a little just offset spatula, and I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. You can plane it some too once it comes out. That at least got everything down in there, so we should be good. All right, so now we're just gonna let that set up, and then we'll come back and unmold. All right, so we are back to unmold. The soap has had a chance to set up. I'll have to go back through on the top here and clean that up a little bit, but here's the first one. Pretty blue ocean top. And there you can see the sand layer. Smells great, just like a day at the beach. And here's this one. Gotta clean the bottom up on this one a little bit as well, but the nice blue top. And I'll just take a little razor blade and clean that up some. So I hope you all have enjoyed this tutorial on a 2-layer soap, and until the next one.